Welcome back, guys. So, in our last lesson, we were able to upload the file and based on that, display if there are any error in the records, which is there in the CSV. So, I'll just demonstrate once again. We hit the upload button, and yeah, this is what we get. Now, I want to have a functionality where, if there are some errors, I can still import all those users or all those records which are correct. Okay, so let's see how we can do that. In PHP Storm, we'll go to our controller. Now, for time being, we're going to get the correct rows or the valid rows also in session. Later on we will put it in a table, but right now in session, and we will display the correct ones. And so this is where we are showing the errors, and we also need to get the correct ones. Now, we are not using the valid rows anywhere, and that's not how we are going to do it. So let's change it to $rows. Okay, and what that will mean is when I am here, okay, when I have done the combine, I can do this. So rows, I'll append this row. Okay, then all those validations and everything will take place, which is fine. And then, okay, why don't we have a new function, which is, let's say, get valid users. What we are going to pass is error rows. Okay, that's something which we are returning. Add user exist, no, check valid, add error rows, right? So we will take that, and $valid users will create an empty array. Okay, and let's just say we will have the emails. Okay, so emails will be we just want the emails from the error rows, right? So we can do a diff and see if they are in the table, and then we will skip them. So we will use array underscore column. Okay, what this is going to do is it is going to give me all the values from the array for a key which I mentioned. So the first argument is going to be the array, so error rows. Okay, that's something which we will pass. And the second one is going to be the key of the column, so that's the email which I'm going to take. Then we will run a for each. This rows as $row. Okay, and we are going to check if not in array. Okay, what we say, $row email should not be present in what, in $emails, right? That's the array which we are going to get all the emails. So yeah, that email should not be present in that. If it is not present, that means it is a valid user. So we'll append that row in our valid users array which I've created, and we will return it back. Okay, and now we come back to our controller. Let's go here, and we'll need to pass the error rows, right? So we'll take it in a variable, and we'll say $error rows is equal to this. We'll pass $error rows and request session flash what, valid rows, and I'll pass user import get valid users, and I'll pass the error rows in here. So I should get this in my session variable. Okay, that's something which then we can import here. Okay, we'll just copy it. We'll have dollar what, dollar valid rows. Let's keep it same. Valid rows equals valid underscore rows. Is that the same thing? Let us copy it. Okay, so if I have this variable, why don't we just dump that? Okay, so let's see our Excel file. We have this. Okay, John Doe. I know this is going to be an duplicate entry, so that will come in my error. I'll have this as an error because the .com is missing. These two are valid, and then again this is a duplicate one. So let's see. We'll refresh, upload the file, and yeah, we are able to display the correct ones. We see Peter Parker and Green Goblin as the correct entries, and the previous code which was showing us the errors continues to do the same thing. Now the only thing which I would like to see is, can I refactor some of the things in a way that I don't need to send the error rows in here. Let's see, because I already have the error rows, so why don't we just have this equals this dot error rows. Okay, because get error rows, case sort, and then this, right? So, or rather, why don't we do get error rows directly, so that if there is a change in the function later on, I will have that. I don't need to change anything, and hence I don't need this. And so let's run it once more and see if things are working. So I'm going to still pass the argument, although I'm not using it. I'm overriding here, and the rest of the code is same, right? So let's hit refresh, click the file, import, and yeah, so I think yeah, that's one level of optimization. I don't need to send anything in this function, right? So yeah, we get rid of this, and then what we can do is streamline it and say fine, I don't need an additional variable. So error rows is user import get error rows, and valid rows is user import get valid users. I'll rather change that function. It should be get valid rows. So let's refactor that. So yeah, refactor, and in here we have this again. Refresh, upload the file, and yeah, so this is the first step in terms of right now it is in session data, but I know it is not the optimum way of doing it. I need to hold it in some table so that I can give the user a message like, do you want to import the users which are correct, or do you want to import the valid users? If I click yes, what I'm going to do is fire an event which is going to look into the temp table, okay, all the users which are valid, and they will be imported. So basically what I'm doing here is putting it in the session, right? Instead I will fire an event with the correct rows, and they will be inserted. And if the user says yes, I want to delete, I want to import them, the correct users, then basically we will import them, and the rest we will have an interface where the user can edit these elements right there and do a save, and those users will be created. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm making these short videos so that we can cover small things in a video and concentrate on only on those parts and slowly build this entire functionality. Yeah, if you like the videos, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.